Good evening, gentlemen. Goeienaand, meneer. I'm very sorry that I cannot be with you at the beginning of the meeting. As you know, I have a day job as well. Sometimes that day job extends into a night job. So at the moment I'm lecturing at the business school until 8 o'clock this evening, but I will join you later on and hopefully we can have a Q&A session then. Be very happy to discuss anything that you'd like to discuss. So welcome to the first house meeting of 2019. I trust that you've had a good year so far and that it will be a successful year for you as we move into 2019. And at the beginning of the meeting, I would really just like to say a few words of welcome. I hope you've settled into your Willow, that you're having a good time, and I know that earlier in the year at the lunch I said that I'll wait a while before I talk about Yemis, but this is the time now to mention it formally for the first time. If I could please plead with you to take your studies seriously throughout the year. You can talk to people who've gone through this in the past. It's not a nice process to go through. The bottom line is, if you do not get Yemis at the end of the first semester, you lose your place in Willows and you will not be able to come back in 2020. Sometime we have a little bit of success by placing some senior students back, but please don't rely on that. You're all in Wilgenhof because you have the ability to be successful in your studies, and if you manage everything in terms of your academics, your social life, your sports, culture, make a contribution everywhere, but you are disciplined in terms of your academics, it should not be a problem. So good luck with your studies moving forward. I think the one thing that I would like to mention, and perhaps we can discuss later as well, is the what I regard as the biggest challenge at the moment for Wilgenhof. As you know, we have a proud history of more than 115 years. And I think that the thing that we are struggling with at the moment, it's a challenge, but I suppose in a positive way, the fact that we have different expectations. We have people inside Wilgenhof, also in terms of the new first year group, who come in with a lifelong dream and expectation and stories told by fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers about Wilgenhof as the oldest residence on the African continent, the place where legends lived. And people really come in with a passion. They want to come here. They don't want to go anywhere else. We have at the moment a couple of people saying no to other residences because they want to stay in Wilgenhof. And then on the other hand, people are placed in Wilgenhof without having any prior knowledge about the residents. And there are perfectly perfect reasons for that because of the history of our country, that not everybody knows the history of Wilgenhof. And therefore you could come into residence with no expectations, and then possibly also no real desire to get involved and to become an active and loyal Wilgenhofer. Those are challenges and we need to deal with it. The way in which we could, I suppose, is first of all just to be able to understand the other position. If we don't have empathy, if we don't have respect for the way other people feel about the Kosais, then we will not be able to make ends meet and to get people to talk about the way forward. And if we really have that understanding from both sides and think critically but also think creatively, I'm pretty sure that we will be able to move forward and also to come up with perhaps new traditions, new ways of doing things that will be successful and make Wilgenhof even more successful in future. So that's the challenge that I would like to put out there. It links to discussions about transformation. It is an ongoing discussion in Wilgenhof. Last year we had Francois Hugo support us in some of those activities, and this year under the leadership of Michael and Dahaka, those discussions will continue. So finally, just two brief admin-related issues, and we can talk about that as well. I mentioned before that some bursaries from the Wilgenhof Bond might be available early in the year. I'm happy to confirm that that is indeed the case. So if by now you have not yet received the application form, you should receive it soon. And if you are in a position where you have financial need, I would like to encourage you to apply so that the Bund can consider those applications. And then finally, just in terms of the Boerbed project, just want to put your minds at ease there that that project is moving forward, albeit slowly, and I will be in a position probably early March to share with you new information, also new drawings that you would be able to consider and also give your feedback to the university. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much, and I will see you a little bit later. Dankie meneere, tot ziens meneere. Ek sien julle 'n bietjie later meneere. Thank you.